Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I got on the Ironwood map, as you do, and felt rather unsatisfied with the work I had done on the hill climb car. Sure, it drove well, but didn't feel like the design of the car was my greatest work. And so, because of that, I decided to try again. However, this time, I made a sports car. It doesn't have a name, but it did end up resembling a Ferrari Testarossa, and I rather quite like it, so today I'm going to show you how I made it. I began by creating the cockpit and decided to use go-kart seats instead of car seats, since I would otherwise have to make a tall vehicle to make the seats not look stupid, which in turn would force me to make a really big car to not make the car look stupid. From there, I added the dashboard with a piston glitch before, for some reason, ripping a page directly out of the Ferrari F50's design handbook and placed the engine right behind the seats. Interesting design choice, in my opinion, but if it works, don't touch it. Speaking of touching it though, the design for the rear bumper took a lot of different iterations. The first being the exact same thing I've done for 2 of the last 3 cars I'd made. This one would have been the third of 4, which I realized that I didn't want to do because that's unoriginal and unimaginative, so I tried something else, and that I did. I tried and tried and tried some more, but eventually I had a design that I was happy with. Even then, this isn't the final design that I ended up going with. It evolves ever so slightly past this point, but luckily it's fundamentally the same thing. From there, I work my way forward with the side panels and eventually make it to the front, which is where it got a little bit complicated. You see, to begin with, I wasn't going for any particular style, so I figured I could just do whatever I wanted and it would look good. It turned out that I was correct in my assumption, and the car was pretty good looking in my opinion. Then, after deciding I was finished, I painted it and thought that was that. It wasn't. I moved on to the race island for a change of scenery, and when I went to do the Auto Vista-esque shots, I realized that I suddenly didn't like the car at all and began working on it again. First, the rear, as I mentioned before was slightly changed and ended up looking largely the same, but I liked it more now. Then I decided that the front doesn't fit the aesthetic of the car at all, and I went to go and change it. And this time, instead of a modern look, I took the same approach that the back already had, which was slightly older fashioned and a bit more boxy, which didn't reflect the vision I had for this car in the first place, but it worked and I liked it, so I let it be. The last thing I wanted to do was add pop-up headlights, which turned out to be so much more difficult than I thought and ate up an embarrassing amount of time. Eventually though, I got something that wasn't completely hideous and looked like it was actually a real pop-up. It wasn't even close to what I wanted, but at this point, good enough. And so now, 2 hours deep into a vehicle that doesn't even dream about getting close enough to the complexity count trigger, I have a nimble sports car to call my own. I hope you enjoyed my journey, and I hope you like the car as much as I do. If you do, consider leaving a like under this video, and while you're down there, perhaps even consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind later. I hope you don't, but you can. If you have any suggestions for things I should do next, leave them in a comment down below. But as far as this video is concerned, that'll be it from me. My name is Utify, and this has been the making of a small sports car. I'll catch you all again in the next one, but until then, a goodbye.